Hey, welcome back. Ever wonder what it really takes to live a long, happy life? I'm talking to 100 and beyond. Well, today, we're going to forget about the fad diets and all the supplements, and instead, we're going to uncover the secrets from communities around the world where hitting a century isn't some crazy exception. It's actually pretty normal.
So let's just start with this question right here. What if we've been looking in all the wrong places? What if the real answers aren't complicated or expensive, but are actually woven right into the fabric of daily life in these special corners of the world? That's exactly what we're about to dig into.
So what's the game plan? First, we're going to look at the puzzle itself. Then we'll dive into three huge pieces: what they eat, how they move, and the incredible power of their connections. And finally, we'll put it all together into a blueprint that you can actually use. Sound good? Let's go. All right, first up, the 100-year life puzzle. Now, yeah, of course, genetics play a role, but what researchers have found overwhelmingly is that lifestyle and environment are the real heavy hitters. So we're on a mission here to find those common threads that tie all these amazing, long-lived people together.
And this right here, this gets to the absolute heart of it. We're so obsessed with finding that one magic bullet, right? That one superfood, that one perfect workout. But what these centenarians teach us is there isn't one. Nope. Instead, their longevity is like this beautiful symphony of simple, daily habits that all work together.
So, where do these habits even begin? Well, let's start with the first pillar, fuel for a century. What are these folks actually eating? You might be surprised. Their approach is so refreshingly simple and intuitive. It's a world away from the complicated diet wars we're all used to seeing online.
This quote pretty much says it all. I mean, if you remember nothing else about their diet, remember this. Eat food. That means real food, not stuff from a box. Not too much, hello, moderation, and mostly plants. That's the foundation. It's so simple, so elegant, and man, is it effective.
And that whole philosophy breaks down into a few simple rules they live by. Their diets are like 95% plant-based. Meat is for special occasions, a celebration. You'll find tons of beans, greens, and whole grains on their plates. They also do this brilliant thing where they stop eating when they're about 80% full. And of course, local, seasonal food is king.
All right, so we've covered the fuel. Now for the second pillar, how they move. And again, their whole approach is just fundamentally different from ours. See, it's not about crushing it at the gym for an hour and then sitting all day. For them, movement is just part of life. And I mean, look at this contrast. It's pretty stark. Their way is all about constant, natural, low-intensity activity, walking everywhere, gardening, doing things by hand. Our modern way? We sit for hours, then try to make up for it with an intense, scheduled workout. For them, life is the workout. And here's the real insight, the kicker. This isn't about them having more willpower than us. Not at all. It's about their environment. Their villages, their homes, their entire world is set up in a way that just naturally gets them to move without ever having to consciously think, oh, I should go exercise.
Okay, on to our third pillar. And honestly, this one might be the most surprising and maybe the most powerful of them all. We've talked diet, we've talked exercise, but the research points to something you can't really touch, but is absolutely critical: the connection factor.
Take a look at this number, 90%. What could possibly account for 90% of our long-term happiness and well-being? It's not your job. It's not how much money you have. According to some of the longest studies ever done on human flourishing, the answer is shockingly simple. That's it, plain and simple. More than anything else, the quality of your relationships with family, friends, and your community is what predicts a long, healthy life. In fact, feeling lonely is as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So in these communities, connection isn't a nice-to-have, it's absolutely essential.
So what does this deep connection actually look like on the ground? Well, it's about belonging to a supportive tribe, a group of people that has your back. It's about putting family and friends first, always. It means having strong bonds between the young and the old, so everyone feels needed. And tying it all together is this shared sense of purpose that's bigger than any one person.
Okay, so we've explored these core puzzle pieces: the food, the movement, the connection. Now, let's put it all together. In this last section, we're going to take all this ancient wisdom and distill it into a modern blueprint that any of us can start using.
We're calling it the Longevity Blueprint. And think of it as a holistic framework. This is not a strict diet plan or some crazy workout regimen. It's a way of looking at your life, recognizing that a long, healthy life comes from the way all these things play together: how you eat, how you move, how you connect, and how you find your purpose.
So here it is, the whole blueprint in 4 really actionable steps. Number 1, move naturally. Just find ways to walk more and sit less. 2, eat wisely. Make plants and whole foods the star of the show. 3, connect deeply. Really invest your time and energy in your most important relationships. And 4, find purpose. Know the reason you get up in the morning.
And this might be the most important takeaway of all. These are not 4 separate items on a to-do list. They create a virtuous cycle. See, when you eat well, you have more energy to connect with people. Connecting with others reinforces your sense of purpose, and that purpose gives you a reason to stay active and healthy. Each pillar holds up the others.
So as we finish up, the question isn't about, completely overhauling your life overnight. That's not the point. It's about looking at these 4 pillars and just asking yourself a really simple question. Which one of these secrets can I start with in just a small, simple way today? Because as the world's longest-lived people show us, a long